Welcome to LucidTrends' latest snapshot of immunology treatment search trends. We've analyzed data from 2022 to 2024 across the US using the Google Trends API and our proprietary LucidTrends algorithm. Let's dive in. Rinvoq and Skyrizi lead in search volume across the time period, reflecting consistent growth, especially in late 2022 and early 2023. Stelara, once a top contender, has shown a steady decline in relative interest by the end of 2022. Other steady performers include Sotyktu, Otezla, and Tremfya, though all displayed some fluctuation. Taltz and Tremfya have shown gradual declines since mid-2022. Among the emerging players, Bimzelx has seen fluctuating but increasing search interest, especially around mid-2022, though overall search volumes remain much lower compared to market leaders. Sotyktu, on the other hand, experienced a notable surge in interest from the third quarter of 2022, pointing to rising awareness. Meanwhile, pipeline assets JNJ-2113 and TAK-279 have had little to no search activity. When examining searches that include an indication, total search volumes are generally lower than those without. However, spikes in indication-included searches often correlate with market activity. Tremfya and Taltz, for example, experienced clear peaks in indication-related searches at various times including mid-2022, the end of 2022, mid-2023, and early 2024. Otezla stands out with a consistently high proportion of indication-specific searches, likely due to its positioning in psoriasis. Search trends also align with real-world events. For example, a distinct spike in Tremfya searches that include ulcerative colitis occurred in September 2024, coinciding with its approval for that indication on September 11, 2024. Interestingly, the rise in search activity began slightly before the approval date, suggesting early promotional activity may have contributed. In terms of total search volume over the 2022 to 2024 period, Rinvoq and Skyrizi dominate, likely supported by AbbVie's extensive marketing. Stelara, Otezla, and Sotyktu follow, but with lower growth dynamics. Taltz is seeing a downward trend, while Tremfya is trending upward, in part due to increased promotion. Sotyktu and Bimzelx remain modest in total search volume but are expected to grow as awareness builds. JNJ-2113 and TAK-279 continue to see little to no traction. Changes in search rates further validate these dynamics. Skyrizi and Rinvoq not only dominate in total search volume but also show the steepest growth rate. Stelara shows a declining acceleration, consistent with its mature lifecycle status. Sotyktu, unlike its market twin Taltz, exhibits a strongly positive change rate, highlighting potential differences in marketing strategy between Novartis and Lilly. Geo-interest mapping from 2022 to 2024 shows that Skyrizi and Rinvoq lead in search activity across the majority of US states. By 2024, Skyrizi had the highest search volume in nearly every state, with Rinvoq closely trailing or leading in select areas. This geographic dominance reflects the power of AbbVie's targeted promotional campaigns. The data also reveals strong associations between search interest and psoriasis. Skyrizi and Humira appear frequently alongside all brands, while queries linking psoriasis and weight loss are growing. Psoriasis-focused brands like Tremfya, Skyrizi, and Sotyktu dominate in visibility. Tremfya and Bimzelx are also making inroads into adjacent dermatological conditions such as hidradenitis suppurativa. Rinvoq and Stelara maintain broader relevance across gastrointestinal and joint indications. Sotyktu is emerging as a central reference point in therapeutic switching, particularly among oral agents. Its association with Otezla positions it as a next-generation alternative. The growing intersection of treatment-related searches with weight management suggests patients are exploring multifaceted therapeutic journeys, possibly aligning with obesity or metabolic syndrome management. Looking ahead, monitoring Sotyktu and Bimzelx is key, as both show signals of potential disruption. Search surges tied to marketing activities underline the value of ongoing promotional evaluation. The intersection of inflammatory and weight-related treatments suggests strategic opportunities in messaging and partnership. Geo-targeted advertising, regional campaigns, unbranded content, structured search optimization, and co-marketing with weight loss brands may offer high-impact avenues. Cross-therapeutic storytelling and influencer strategies can further amplify reach and awareness. That's your quick update from LucidTrends. Like, share, and subscribe for future updates. Visit www.lqventures.com or email us at info@ventures.com. See you next time.